So for my final project, I chose to use most of these beats and instrument sounds over here. There's so many different options, so it's very interesting to just, especially someone who's not familiar with music, it's cool to be able to work with all these different sounds. And for my main beat, I used the beat to the song Closer by the Chainsmokers. So I already have it all made up. I believe it's, I'm not going to redo this just because I don't want to lose what I already did, but I'm going to explain to you how I did everything. So first of all, to get this on here, I used an app called Convert to mp3.net, and what I did is I copy and pasted the YouTube URL Closer to here, and then I downloaded it to my computer. So after I downloaded it to my computer, it came up in my iTunes. I have no songs on my computer besides the songs I've used for projects, or we're going to. And then I used the GarageBand. Oops. And what I did was made this a little bit smaller just so that I could see what I was doing. So that I was able to take this song and you literally just drag it over, put it on. I'm not going to put it on again because I don't want to mess up what I did, but that's it. It's that simple. You drag whatever song you want and you put it on. It goes right onto your track. So after that, I already had my beat made. Now you can hear it's only instrumental. I tried to do it with words at first, but it was a little too confusing for me just because I am newer to this and it was a lot of sounds going on. So to start off, I started with a tambourine. What I did was I just literally played around with all these until I found something that I liked or I thought would sound good. Once you pick whatever one you want, you also just drag it over like you would any other thing, and then you play it. It shows up. If you don't like it, you can easily just delete it. You can extend how long you want it to play for. Once you get the hang of things, it's pretty fun to do. So then, as the tambourine goes on, I went into the electric piano every time the beat changes like that. I just thought it sounded cool and it gave it something interesting. And then we go back to the tambourine. I liked the tambourine and this beat together because I didn't think it was too much. I thought they sounded kind of nice together. So I just keep it like this for a little bit. Now with these knobs, you can change the volumes. I can make that lower so that you only hear the tambourines really, or vice versa, or whatever. Now we have these new beats in. Not straight through though. I didn't want too much. It's going to pick up as soon as that drops, like that. Now, I had to make sure, the reason I didn't want to redo this is because they're all lined up at different points, just because of the way the music plays and when the music drops and so forth. So I didn't want to lose track of just like little pieces like this. Like that's when it dropped, as you can hear it if I go back. Right there. And they both, well, a little before that. And they both start at the same time. So I didn't want to waste my whole video trying to line everything up so that it sounded like it does. And then this, if you can hear, sounds pretty cool. It's an interesting sound. It's one I've never heard before, which is why I liked it, I think. And then we just go back to the tambourine and the instrumental of this song. I think it makes it kind of calm so that the whole song's not very crazy and hectic, because this beat has a lot to it. And then we bring back up here. They both start again as soon as that drops. You can see that it's not exactly like at a certain time. So once again, that's why I didn't want to remake this in the video, because I didn't want to lose track of my spots. And then you can hear that. And then the song ends. If I wanted to replay it, I would just hit enter, bring me back all the way to the beginning, and I could play. Overall, I really enjoyed this class. I was not familiar with music at all in any way whatsoever. So it was very interesting to me to be using this. I used mostly all sounds from here just because there's so many choices and I'm not familiar with them. So it was interesting being able to use everything in here. Well, I hope you liked it. And that is my final project.